Welcome, welcome, welcome to Mattain. Attain the life you desire by Mattain by Manal. I am Manal, your host. I'm so excited today. Today we'll be exploring overcoming victim mindset. This is episode 6, and I'm really excited. We're in the month of April, and we decided the theme this month is going to be why we feel bad, exploring why we feel bad. Last month, we talked about anxiety. Last week's podcast was about depression, and today we'll talk about victimhood. Next podcast, we're going to talk about trauma, and we'll end the month talking about grief. But all these elements about why we feel bad. So happy to always hear from you. So thank you. Keep those comments coming. Really inspire me, and just so exciting to watch us all grow. So what is victim mindset? What is victimhood? What is victim mentality? That's what we're going to explore today. Victimhood is rampant in society. It's everywhere. Turn on the news, put on social media, and you are going to find it everywhere. So together, we're going to diagnose what victim mindset is. A hint, 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 it comes from the mental body. It is the mental body that's in play. And together, we're going to explore how to align to an empowered life. Because the opposite of victim is empowered. Let's go. Before we get started, I want to invite you to my free mini course, www.mattain.me/anxiety. That's www.mattain.me/anxiety. 10 steps to letting go of anxiety. It's a mini course that will guide you through a lot of the Mattain concepts, through our philosophies, and enable you to build the powerful muscles to find beauty and celebration and alignment in life. So let's begin. Let's talk about victim mindset. It's also called victimhood. It also could be called victim mentality. So what is a victim? Let's talk about what's victim. If you know me, you know I really like to define things. So we just go back to the basics. What is the foundational meaning? What's the root? So a victim is a person that's harmed, injured, or killed as a result of a crime, an accident, or another event, or an action. That's Oxford Languages. And yes, that's pretty intense. It's harm, injury, being killed from crime, or an event, or an action. Quite intense. Victimhood is the condition of having been hurt, damaged, or made to suffer, especially when you want people to feel sorry for you because of this, or to use it as an excuse for something. That's Cambridge Dictionary. So it's very interesting. So they start to bring in that there's an intention that victimhood is not just that you've been damaged and hurt, but you want people to feel sorry for you. And it's an excuse for something. Victimhood is the state of being a victim. I like it because it's recognizing that you're identifying with being a victim. The state of being a victim. So an egoic body, from your egoic body, is I am a victim. There's an identification with the victim. So I think it's very important, even though the definition is very, very simple. So I want to really make it clear. By no means am I indicating that having an experience such as harm or injury or murder is not harmful. It's not bad. It does not feel bad. But this is a spiritual podcast. So what we want to do is look about how to overcome victimhood. Even if we are and have been victims to something in life, I can talk to you a lot of victim stories. I have a lot of stories in my life where I paint myself as a victim. So it's something that we all do as humans. It's not about setting judgment. It's not about saying we are bad. It's about becoming aware of a way of expressing that many of us do, and it's ingrained in society. And through awareness, we can begin to shift. And being a victim does not provide the greatest strength. So together, we're going to explore how to detangle from the victim mentality. So if you want to detangle from victim mentality, this is the podcast for you. And whether or not you are or have experienced something that, I'm going to say it, makes you feel like a victim, it's okay. It's okay. That's not what this is about. There are experiences that I have had that many people will say, yes, it's an experience of being a victim. But we want to break away and align with our power and find beauty and happiness and love and worthiness and empowerment in life. And so if that's what you're looking for, then let's keep going. So the first thing I want to bring to everybody, our collective awareness is, and I've mentioned it already during this podcast, identity. Victim is an identity. And many of us are very comfortable. I have, for a lot of my life, had a lot of victim stories that have made me feel comfortable. And many people know I speak very openly. I'm a human. And so if you think I'm going to teach you how not to be a human, I say this a lot on my lives, don't follow me. We are human. And our deconditioning, unconditioning, our growth and expansion in life doesn't mean that we haven't had experiences. It's about awareness to break away from patterns that no longer serve us. So victim is a mindset. And it's a mindset that ultimately gives power, my power, to others or to circumstances or to life. I give my power to somebody other than myself. It means that other people have more power than me. And that does not feel good. It doesn't feel good. It makes you feel hopeless, makes you feel powerless, makes you feel incapable, might cause fear, might cause frustration, anger. Does it feel good to believe that something has power over you? Somebody has power over you? Things in the past have power over you? And I would suggest the answer is no. And I would suggest that that's not what we collectively want. The opposite of victim is feeling empowered. Empowered. And that's not positive. There's a difference between empowered and positive. And there's another term that's being said a lot, toxic positivity. And I, in no way do I teach positivity or toxic positivity. Yes, positive thoughts are really important, but not by efforting them, by knowing them and believing them and feeling them. And that's feeling empowered, because positive does not honor the negative. So if there's something that happened, an accident, I might feel sad. And I'm empowered by recognizing that it's something that makes me feel sad. It disempowers me to focus on being positive about something that really is sad. So I want to really make a strong distinction between feeling empowered and toxic positivity or positivity. And it's something that I'm able to articulate with more strength and more strength and more strength. Because before I was like, oh, toxic positivity. And I was like, ooh, no, that does not feel good. Now I recognize what I teach is empowered thinking, empowered feeling, empowered acting, empowered believing. And by acting, I mean the expression of the physical body, not acting like being unauthentic. So if we are a victim, we're giving our power away. It doesn't feel good. So what we want, rather than giving our power away, is being empowered. So victim is all about thoughts. It's in the mental body. It's the mental body feeling unfree, feeling powerless, feeling that other people or other things are happening to them and we're out of control and we're not worthy. And I'm actually going to the egoic body. We're unhappy. There's thoughts that are going, there's stories, a lot of stories. This happened and this happened and this happened and what happened and this happened. And they did what? They did what? So there's a lot of thoughts going on because it's a mentality. It's a victim mentality and it doesn't feel good. It might feel good because people are feeling sorry for you. Isn't that one of the definitions, that people feel sorry for you and you're trying to get something out of it? So there might be a coping mechanism that we could explore. That why am I doing this? Do I feel good by sharing my suffering and struggling? Am I seen? Do I feel loved? but it might be temporary, because the permanent way to feel loved is aligning with the truth of your love. The permanent way of feeling good is aligning with your worthiness. And you're not worthy by being a victim. So that was a bit of a digression. But so ultimately, their mindset, it's a mindset. So how do we shift our mindset? It's all about going to our beliefs. So we think that we shift our mindset by thinking different thoughts, but that ends up having your mind in conflict with each other. This thought versus this thought. And yes, I am, and no, I'm not. And yes, I can, and no, you can't. And you end up having different conflicting thoughts. The way to shift your thoughts is actually going to your egoic body. I've been articulating it better and better, more and more lately. We shift our thoughts by going to our egoic body. Our egoic body is where we hold our beliefs, our belief in life, our belief in something bigger, and our belief in ourselves. So when we have a victim mentality, we believe that something outside of us has control and power over us. When we go into our egoic beliefs, who do we think really holds the power? It depends on our personal beliefs. What are your religious beliefs? What are your spiritual beliefs? Let me list some that might resonate with you. I believe in the universe. Most people feel really comfortable using the word universe. A lot of people are very comfortable with saying, I believe in God. I love God, personally. I love God. I love using the word universe. I love higher power. I love inner being. I love energy. I love vibration, but ultimately a recognition of a higher power, a recognition of something that I can lean into that makes me believe that there's a power greater. And this power, I trust. I trust that I'm purpose. I trust that there is purpose. I trust the purpose in myself, in my life, in my journey. I trust that I'm supported by a greater being. So when I have victim thoughts, it allows the human or the life, the physical journey to be stronger than me, to give my power away. But if I go to my egoic beliefs and I realize, oh, no, there is God, and God is powerful, and God is great, and God sees all, and that everything at the end of the day is set true and right, and honesty and integrity is ultimately what wins, and just be true to who I am, and trust my journey, and trust, and all of these words feel really good. And instead of leaning and feeling bad in my mental body, I lean on my egoic body. So breaking away from victim thoughts is as simple as leaning into your beliefs, your egoic beliefs, and recognizing there is a power greater than any of your thoughts. There's a power. So what are your egoic beliefs? What do you believe? And what's stronger? Your beliefs, your egoic beliefs, your beliefs in the universe and in God and higher being or vibration or energy, law of attraction, or whatever may have happened that makes you feel like a victim? What's stronger? I would suggest the majority of you say God, universe, and higher being, and vibration, and energy, and law of attraction, whatever it is that you believe. Whether it's your spiritual beliefs that lead you there, or your religious beliefs that lead you there, it doesn't matter. That's stronger. So when you become aware of patterns in your thought and leaning into being victim, the quick antidote, the opposite of victim, is empowered. So rather than being victim, I'm empowered. And rather than having the external world being victim to, because ultimately it's external world, you're empowered and supported by the higher being for the meaning of life. That's the antidote to victimhood. It's so simple, so simple. So what are the truths? Let me say, what are the truths? What are the truths? What are the universal truths that I don't think anybody can disagree with? One, we are humans. We are humans. We are humans humaning. We are on this human journey humaning. We are humans. Humans feel different things, experience different things. We live different things. We all have really unique expressions of our life. We all have different authentic truths and expressions of who we are. And that's just normal part of humaning. Normal part of humaning. And there's a beauty in every single one of us. We are all amazingly beautiful. We forget it because of our conditioning, because of life, because we've judged life and seen things as bad, when actually it was just life for us to grow and to expand. What are other truths? We are love. We don't let love in and we don't let love out, and it hurts, but we are love. We are worthy. We are free. We are happy. We might forget it at times, but the universal truth is we are. We are. So how do we get there? How do we get there? Letting go of the victim mentality is through building and strengthening your egoic body. Whether you lean into your religion, and religions are so beautiful, or you lean into spirituality, spirituality is so beautiful, but you keep growing your egoic muscle. And just because you're exploring, I've said this before and I'll say it again, just because we're exploring religion, if we know the truths of there is a higher power, they're all synonyms to me, but there's a higher power. There is a higher power. I am supported by this higher power. We are all one. You may or may not believe that, but it's okay as long as you know that you're supported. But we are all one. It's such a beautiful one. The other day on one of our lives, when I said, what are your egoic beliefs? He said, I am a speck on dust that is being kissed by a sunbeam. And it was such a beautiful metaphor for life and human and God and universe. I'm a speck of dust that's being kissed by the sunbeam, eternal. So use your egoic beliefs to muscle trust and love and understanding and purpose of you and your life journey. Meditation. And I always say it, meditation. Meditation is the art of focusing, using any of your senses to focus until you're unfocused. And that unfocus is the connection with truth, with your truth, with the universal truth. Your truth and your universal truth becomes one. That's the oneness. That's the oneness. That's the speck on the dust hit by sun. Is the sun the speck? Or is the speck the sun? At one point it's blurred, and that's exactly what meditation is. So meditate and go inward, because a lot of the things that we talk about in life that feel bad, it's by letting the outside world, the external world, impact us. And all of the antidotes are by going in, and meditation is one of the strongest ways of going in. Go into nature. Nature is so beautiful. Nature is amazing. Nature connects us to truth, whether it's the woods, the lakes, the rivers, walking on grass, touching some trees, looking at flowers, animals, pets, deer, doesn't matter. Just connect with nature. Nurture yourself, do the things you love, take a bath, enjoy your shower. Be present with yourself, and recognize the truth of the beauty of life. Victim mindset, it's just a mindset that makes us give our power to things or people external to us. We are empowered by connecting with the truth of life. And this truth is that we are our purpose, and we are supported by a higher power, a higher being. And it's through connection with this truth, with this higher being, with this oneness, that ultimately re-empowers us and allows us to let go of the identity of being a victim, of recalibrating to the truth of who you are, the beauty of who you are. Mattain. That's what Mattain is all about. And we will keep doing it together and over again. It's a muscle, just like building our biceps, our quads, our triceps, our abs. We will continue to build the muscles of our worthiness, our freedom, our love, our happiness, our bliss, our joy, our freedom, our empowerment, because that's what we're here for as humans on this human journey. So this comes to the end of today's podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. So excited to see you again next week when we're going to be talking about letting go of trauma. I welcome you and invite you and encourage you to come. My website, www.mattain.me/anxiety. That's www.mattain.me. Sign up for my mini course, Letting Go of Anxiety. Just walk you through 10 steps to letting go of anxiety. It's fun, it's empowering, and it just continues to leverage all of the concepts that we continue to talk about and explore to guide you to your authentic expression of self. Thank you for being here today. Love you so much. My love, always.